This is the NBC4 Sports Desk.
The start of baseball season is right around the corner. The Angels open the season Monday at home against the Cubs, while the Dodgers take on the Padres in San Diego tonight. Both teams putting a bow on the annual Freeway Series as Mike Trout returns to the lineup. Trout missed the last two games with a stomach virus known to kids as tummy trouble. Pick it up in the fourth, tied at 1. Bases loaded for Trout as he smacks one into the gap. 2 runs come around to score as Trout will beat the throw to second. That allows Craig Gentry to score all the way from first. 3-run double. Angels up 4-1. Bottom of the 6th, runners on the corners for Big Albert, and he hits a big blast. 3-run homer for Pujols. Angels take a commanding 7-1 lead. Then in the 8th, rookie Ji-Man Choi belts a home run of his own, solo style. Angels sweep the Freeway Series 8-1. On to basketball, where a familiar face will make his return tomorrow as the Clippers' Blake Griffin will take the court for the first time since December. He's been out with that tear in his quadriceps tendon, and that came on the heels of a broken hand and a 4-game suspension for punching the team's equipment manager. Other than that, it's been a quiet few months for the All-Star, but Griffin will be glad to put it all behind him and take the court tomorrow against the Wizards.
It's tough. It's never fun. Never tough. You never want to leave your teammates out there. And then this past week was especially tough, having to sit the 4 games, for my hand. But, I'm just ready to get back out there and ready to feel good again, feel the leg out and see how it feels.
Final 4 from Houston, number 1 seed North Carolina and 10th seeded Syracuse. Orange go on a 10-0 run. Malachi Richardson drains the 3, cuts the deficit to 7, but Marcus Page helps the Tar Heels pull away. Fabulous run for the Orange, though, comes to an end as UNC wins it 83-66. They'll face Villanova, which played one of the best games in NCAA tournament history. This was Harlem Globetrotters versus Washington Generals stuff. Villanova beat Oklahoma 95-51, shot 71% in doing so. Villanova's 44-point margin of victory is the most in Final Four history. Now to the ice. Ducks had the night off. They're back in action tomorrow versus the Dallas Stars. Speaking of the Stars, they were visiting the Kings. L.A. looking to increase its lead in the Pacific. First period, Tanner Pearson slaps a bullet into the back of the net, his 14th. Kings up 1-0. Move to the second, game tied at 1. Take a look as Jeff Carter gets just enough of the puck, goes between the legs of goalie Kari Lehtinen. Kings regain the lead 2-1. But in the third, Dallas comes back. Patrick Eves sneaks it past Jonathan Quick for the equalizer, so we're knotted at 2. Under 5 to play. Kings let one slip away. Jordy Ben with your game winner. Kings lose a real tough one, 3-2. The UCLA women's gymnastics team finished second at the NCAA Regionals in Salt Lake City tonight as Sadiqa Bynum scored a 9.950 on the floor exercise. Meantime, tomorrow on Going Rogan, Fred sits down with legendary Dodgers announcer Vin Scully as he embarks on his final season in the broadcast booth, a career that spans 67 years, but could have been cut short had he chose to join Monday Night Football.
When Monday Night Football started, did they speak with you about doing the play-by-play?
Yes, they did. They didn't explain who else was going to be on, but they just said, we'd like you to do the play-by-play. And I said, well, sounds to me like I'd almost have to leave the Dodgers to do the game, this Monday Night Football. And I said, how about the pay? What are we talking about here? And do you have pension? And do you have blah, blah, blah? And it didn't measure up.
More with Vin, plus the guys discuss whether the Dodgers and Angels are contenders. All that coming up tomorrow at midnight on Going Rogan.
This has been the NBC4 Sports Desk.